Hi everyone, today I would like to continue about theoretical framework material. This section is about variable measurement and personalization. After identifying the problem and the variable that contribute, the next step is to elaborate the network of association among the variables. This is where the relevant hypotheses can be developed and subsequently tested so that the extent to which the problem can be solved becomes evident. Measurement of the variable in the theoretical framework is an integral part of research and an important aspect of research design. Unless the variables are measured in some way, we are not able to test our hypothesis and find answers to complex research issues. Objects that can be physically measured by some calibrated instrument pose no measurement problem. Take the example, like if we want to know the length of a table, we will use measure tape or a ruler, or several demographic characteristics of the office personnel are also easily obtained by asking employees simply straightforward questions, as for example, how long have you been working in this organization? How long have you been working on this particular assignment? What is your job title? What is your marital status? What is operationalization? Reduction of abstract concept to render them measurable in the tangible way is called operationalizing the concept. Operationalizing means looking at the behavioral dimension, then translate into observable and measurable element so as to develop an index of measurement of the concept. In this example, operationalizing concept of achievement, we would probably have 5 typical board characteristics. First, they would be driven by work. They would be working almost around the clock in order to drive the satisfaction of having achieved and accomplished. Second, many of them generally be in no mood to relax and direct their attention to other than work-related activity. Third, because they want always to be achieving and accomplishing, they would prefer to work on their own rather than with others. Fourth, with the mind and heart set on accomplishment and achievement, they would rather engage in challenging jobs rather than easy ones. However, they would not want to take excessively challenging jobs because the expectation and the probability of accomplishment and achievement in such job would not be very high. Fifth, they would be yearning to know how they are progressing in their job as they go along. They would like to get frequent feedback in indirect and stable way from their superior colleague and on occasion even from their subordinate to know how they progressing. By knowing the dimension, we can more easily describe them in elements or indicators. So we can reduce the level of abstraction to become measurable. Let's take driven by work dimension into several elements. Is it possible to describe the behavior of a person who is driven by work? The person will be at work all the time, be reluctant to take time off from work and preserve even the face of some setbacks. The type of behavior would lend themselves into measurement. For instance, we can count the number of hours employees engage themselves in work-related activity during working hours, beyond working hours at workplace, and at home, where they are likely to pursue their unfinished assignment. This number of hours put in by them on their work would be an index of the extent to which work driven them. In order to measure the reluctance to take time off, we not only know how frequently people take time off from their job and for what reason. If an employee is found to have take 7 days off during previous 6 months to watch football game, attend out-of-town circus, and visit friends, we could conclude that the individual would probably not hesitate to take time away from the job. However, if an individual has never been absent even a single day during the past 15 months and has not missed work even slightly indisposed, is it evidence that he is too dedicated to work to take time off from the job? From that element, this visitors measure how many hours per week individuals spend on work-related activity, how persevering they are in completing their daily tasks, and how frequently and for what reason they take time off from their jobs. We would have a measure of the extent to which employees are driven by work. This variable, when this measure, would place individuals on continuum ranging from those who are less driven by work to those whose very life is work. Further, it would give some indication of the extent of their achievement motivation. If we illustrate it with a chart, the operationalization of achievement motivation variable as follows. Achievement motivation defined by 5 dimensions, and each dimension have more than one element. For example, driven by work dimension have 3 elements. They are constantly working, persevering despite setback, and very reluctant to take time off for anything. To get dimension and an element, you can get them from the theory or journal that discuss concepts related to your topic research. How many dimensions or elements for each variable there are not defined by size. The most important thing is that the dimensions and elements are clear and can be measured. This is the end of the section. Now you can have a complete comprehension about theoretical framework and hypothesis generation. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good grip of variable measurement and operationalization.